Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man, very much. Now, today we have an insane track by somebody that made this as their first track, man. This is none other than Moonhole, and this is by J Spring. Now, this is crazy to me that this man released this track as his first track. One, it's like such a creative idea, right? And two, it's so big, and just the amount of line choices that are on this track are absolutely insane, bro. This track is just so out there compared to what we normally get. It's wild, man. But before we get further into the video, go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video, you know, if you want. I'd appreciate it. And join that Discord for any future giveaways that, you know, we're going to be doing, man. You don't want to miss out on those. So now this track in and of itself is crazy, right? The concept of it is awesome, and it's such a creative idea. But then the execution of this track was even better. You know what I mean? It's absolutely wild. The amount of line choices there are, just how the jumps are built, like all around just crazy. Now, there's one critique about the track that I have, which actually turns into like another critique. So when he first made it, he released it with, I believe it was just regular soil, which we all know in this game makes it very slippery, right? So he re-released it with soft soil, but he has two versions. He has soft soil and he has regular soil. Now, if I was him, I would delete the regular soil one and just leave the soft soil, because otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to race some. If you have soft soil version, you're not going to be able to race somebody who has the regular soil version. So if I was J Spring, I would go back and delete the regular soil and just leave the soft soil, just for less confusion on people that want to race. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. But also, this track has the rocks on it, right? Like you're on the moon. So in certain parts of it, when you're hitting certain corners, or if you accidentally go off the edge of the track a little bit, it becomes really slippery and really hard to get back on to where you're going. Which, I mean, as long as you're staying on the track and doing everything, like right there, my rear end slipped out because of that rock texture from the soil, like in between the soil. But other than that, man, the concept behind it is absolutely insane. And it's also crazy because it's almost like a combination of a motocross track mixed with trails. Like once you get to this part, it turns more into like an enduro style, I feel like. Very sharp corners, very steep elevation with a very narrow like pathway to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And that adds a ton of character to the track. But I also think that, you know, it makes it like in races, that's gonna be freaking challenging, bro. It really is. Like trying to fit 3 wide up those corners right there, you're gonna get booted off the track. It's gonna be a headache. But I do think that this track would just be so fun to just hop up on and race. You know what I mean? Like just the way it looks, and the differences in the elevation, and the differences in the, you know, the soil changing, and certain parts are more narrow, certain parts have 2 lanes going through it to where there's 2 line choices on what you want to do, you know. So the racing on this is going to be absolutely wild. Now, I have not been able to race on it yet, but I do plan to, so I'll have to let you guys know how that goes. But overall, bro, this track is wild. It's free on MXB mods, and I highly suggest you go get it and download it just to try it once, because it is not easy. The track is actually quite hard. A lot of that has to do with the multiple line choices. You don't know where to go. Also, what I was saying earlier, you know, about the certain parts having rock to where it's real slick textures. But J Spring, if you're watching, man, please delete the regular soil version and just leave the soft soil version. That way, there's no confusion in lobbies. You know what I'm saying? People are going to get real frustrated if they see this in a lobby and they have the regular soil, but the lobby's based on the soft soil, you know, and they go to join and it'll tell them track mismatch, or it'll say they don't have the track, you know. So I feel I like where your head's at with it, but I just feel like the one version of soil with the soft soil is your best bet, especially if you want to see it being played in servers. Just something I thought of, my critique, you know. Don't hate me for it. I'm just being honest, and I hope that, you know, you do that. But other than that, man, absolutely phenomenal job on the track itself. You knocked it out of the park, bro. You really did. This section right here, you're coming up. Now you can go to the right like we did last time, or you can go through the tunnel, bro. And then they both end up meeting back up right here. Wild. I love that part of it, man. That it is so good. I absolutely think that's just fire. Now after we hit this corner and we come up to the other end over here, we clear the table, and then after we clear the table, you can go right here and jump on, and then you can go either to the right or to the left up here, whichever one you want to do. To the left is kind of wild because you end up jumping off the edge and down to here. So it's just all around insane. Now right there, I don't know if that was another track like line choice. I didn't try it. I don't think it was, but it might be. So yeah, man, just absolutely crazy track, and it is just so good. It really is. You got the spaceships in the background and stuff over there, like it's insane, bro. It really is. Now it reminded me of that K-Bolt's Moon track, the freestyle track that K-Bolt's released, and that's what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be a full-fledged motocross track on it, bro. It's just mind-blowing. And then, like, you know, you go back to the topic of it being your first release. It's just insane, bro. You had to have spent so much time on this track, and I'm excited to try to race it because I know it's going to be a very hectic, crazy race. Like, there's no way it's just a normal race, you know, especially with just all those line choices and everything. It's gonna just get out of hand quick. I know it. People are gonna get punted off of the track and stuff like that. And like right here, if you don't slow down and turn, you're going right over the edge. Boom, lap don't count. Like, you gotta pay attention to what you're doing, and I think that I like that a lot. The fact that it's more challenging, that adds to the fun factor of the track because you have to pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that makes it more fun. Maybe not to some people, but to me it definitely does. So great job, man. Great job. And I cannot wait to see what tracks you're cooking up next, man, because yeah, if you come out with another track like this, is going to be wild, you know. And with the amount of skill it took to do this, I would be curious as to how good you could make a normal track, because I'm pretty sure you could do an absolutely insane job. The way these textures all blend in, it looks phenomenal, man. So great job, and thanks for this release, man. This track is free on MXB Mods right now, guys. The link will be down below in the description, as always with all my videos. But that's going to do it for us today. So make sure you go down below, hit that like button on the video, hit that subscribe button on the little subscribe, you know, hit that button, and then share it with your friends, man. And yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it, man. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can get there before the end of the year. My original goal was 10,000, but I'm happy with where we're at, man. So thank you for all the support recently, guys. That's going to do it for us today, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.